What's up, y'all? How you doing? This is your boy Gerald. It is March 7th, Friday, 2014. How are you doing? Doing alright? You have navigated it to the end of your week. I hope it was as stress-free as you possibly can make it, but more importantly, it was intended for you. I wanted to take this time out, and actually this is a revision because I put a video a couple minutes ago and I didn't convey what I really wanted to convey, and it could be because it's early. But today's my birthday, just like everybody else in the world. Today's their birthday. But I can humbly say that I am so grateful that I was given this day, not because it signifies the day that God breathed air in my life, but it's another day to focus on the things that I wish to change in the betterment of my life. And this also applies to you as well. Because every day that you wake up is another day to perfect the person that you are, because your life is priceless. You know, I spent last night reflecting on this past year of all the things that has been revealed to me. It may have been the challenges, I don't claim struggles, but the challenges that would expand my growth and my steps thus far to this point. And I'm happy. I'm truly happy. Because I know through this whole year, the one thing that I know to be true is what you put in it is what you get out of it. And even if you do not see what you think is intended, doesn't mean it's not going to come to pass. It just means it's going to come to pass in the Creator's time. So how you doing? You doing all right? I hope so. I hope so. I'm gonna tell you what. This whole week I've been dealing with my back. My back has been, the smaller back has been kind of giving a brother like it's been hurting. But I also know that I had to take accountability because I've also put on some weight deliberately, because it's in preparation of what's to come later on. See, for some of you who've been following my videos, know that pretty soon I made a decision to get back in the gym. And I also know that that is one of the things that I found enjoyment in. And as you know, I have a certain system that I use that, you know, I want to keep my size. So, because when the water weight goes away, you know, nobody wants to look like Joe Scribble. Not to be disrespectful, but I want to be in the best condition, and that's going to take time. But not just straight from the point I'm trying to make right now. I want you to know something. Somehow, along the way, some of you have been challenged with your self-worth, and I'm here to let you know that you're going to be fine. See, the one thing that I've come to know to be true is this: if it's intended for you to have, you will have it. You might have to work a little harder. You may have to be faced with certain criteria, and you don't understand why things are manifesting the way they are. Maybe what is being manifested is to spark growth emotionally and mentally. You know how it is, we as human beings tend to fall into this mind trap where we want what we want, and then when we get what we think we want, it's not what we need. Well, I'm here to tell you, the more and more that you fall back in love with you, the more and more the things intended for you to have will be so ever so clear. So don't give up on yourself. No matter what your environment, no matter what your circumstances is, because you know what? It is temporary. And it will only have merit as long as you claim it. But there is still a responsibility when it comes to living your life, because it's yours. So my question to you, my kings, my queens, when are you going to take back dominion in your life? When are you going to take back your smile that is rightfully should be placed where it should be? When are you going to do that? Do not fall in the mind trap of allowing someone or a circumstance to dictate your happiness, because I'm here to tell you that is nothing but an illusion. Because the people that love you, I'm here to tell you, y'all, they're going to be there. They should be evolving just like you should be. But yes, we fall short sometimes. We scrape our knees sometimes. We even fall on our butts. But guess what? That is just a process of clearing the things that are nothing but distractions to seeing what you really need. Because it starts within your heart. You know, when I found that out, I've been on my walk for a little bit over 2 years now. And I realized the more and more that I removed the fear for the things that were being revealed in my life. And there were some times, I'm going to tell you, y'all, that I was downright afraid. I was afraid because my intentions may have been great. They may have been good for where my mind was, but yet they were still a notch off. You need to look at it, maybe it is the process that serves the motivation to get you where you need to be. But you've got to have strength. You have to have courage, as well as forgiving yourself. A lot of times we allow choices that were made, notice I said choices, to influence how we act, how we respond. And all those are emotional triggers. But then when we take a second to assess if it was really all worth it in the end, you kind of second guess yourself. I'm here to tell you, y'all, don't claim negativity. Don't do that. That's the greatest disservice you can do. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. If anything, the areas that are challenging may be the areas that you need to focus on. That might be the areas that you need to master. And isn't that the process of being authentic? Every day should be another day that you strive to be a better person, that you want the person that you are within your heart to validate your steps. I mean, come on now. Some of us have taken a position of acceptance that literally gotten to a point of you saying, my life sucks. Your life don't suck. Your life is blessed. But you might have to change your perspective. Maybe the environment is what has got you convinced that. So you got to ask yourself, what were the seeds that cultivated that environment? But also know this. It is not your responsibility to make anyone grow. We don't have that dominion. We don't have that power. Your Creator does. I think somebody needed to hear that. But I'm here to tell you this, y'all. Because I said I wasn't going to be winded. Because it's my birthday and I got stuff I got to do. I'm here to tell you this. God loves you. Every day is one step closer to connecting to the real you. All you got to do is take that first step. And what's funny about it, figuratively, is the devil's a liar. He knows that what you feel in your heart is growing. So he's going to do what he can to keep you. He's going to keep you unbalanced because he knows if you stand up, the influence that has had you not growing will fall. But isn't it true? Real recognizes real. And I'm a firm believer of this. Through all things are possible through my Lord Jesus Christ. But you may know him as another name. But the essence is, or the denominator is love, y'all. Love. Love conquers all. So, if you're going through something right now, if you have a little despair that is in your environment right now and it doesn't make any sense, make this day right here, and ask your higher power to guide you. Ask him. And don't get caught up in your environment, because your relationship with your higher power is yours and yours alone. But guess what? The commonality is we all believe. And that's where the like-mindedness really lies. So, if you're going through something, just know this. You're being preyed upon. You're being protected. And this is nothing but a moment, a rite of passage of connecting you with the person that you are within. Or even more, reconnecting you with that little boy or little girl that has been waiting so long for their voice to be heard. So, if you gotta cry, let them tears flow. Let them flow. Don't you know that every tear cleanses the soul? That's why we feel better when we do. But just know this. Love is what generates those tears to begin with. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Okay? I think somebody needed to hear that. Y'all don't even realize, y'all, but you'll get to a point that you just see things differently in your life, and you see what matters most and what does not. And here's the beautiful thing about that too. You'll start to understand those who really matter If there's somebody right now you're in a division with someone, forgive them. Forgive yourself. And ask your higher power to bless that. Now, the worst thing that can happen out of that is this. If it's not blessed, it won't last. You gotta look at it like that too. But the responsibility solely lies on you. You dictate your steps through His guidance. So claim your life. Claim back your smile. Allow that joy that you desperately want. Make this a day that you don't claim being walking in denial. Some of y'all have allowed your circumstances to convince you you're not worthy. And I'm going to tell you, that's such a disservice because you're loved. So start loving on some you, okay? It's okay. It's not selfish. It's being selfless. You set the template of what is going to come into your life, which means you must govern the responsibility to keep it in there. That's what cultivates your life. And it'll come to pass. You'll see. Don't give up on yourself. Because trust and believe there are those who will not give up on you. Okay, y'all. I hope you guys have a blessed day. This is going to be an interesting day for me and a weekend. But, hey, I put them before me. I know I'm going to be straight. So, that's all that matters. Alright, guys. As I always say, God's praying for you. You know I am. I see your worth. And because of that, it helps me discern mine. Alright, guys. Have a blessed day and a protected weekend. Bye for now. Alright.